Welcome back to my channel, guys. Here in this video we're going to create an HTML project, guys, and it will be a landing page. So we're going to create a simple a simple landing page. As you can see, this one it will look like this, and you can see here we use we use many as HTML elements here, as you can see, guys, including forms, including navigations, including many more HTML elements, guys. But also there is a simple CSS applied to this one. So we're going to create something like this in this HTML project, guys. So with no further ado, let's get started, guys. So I'm going to start with the by using I'm using a Visual Studio at the code editor. So you can use which one you prefer. So I'm going to start with the HTML file. So let me save this one, save here, and I'm going to, let me call it at the, let's say it is. So let's call it a landing page, and I'm going to save this one. As well, I'm going to create a CSS file. So to create a CSS file also, just come to this one, and this is for CSS. So, and I'm going to save this. So I'm going to use the same. Will be, let me put the landing page. So also will be landing page .css, and now I'm going to say I've already saved the file, guys. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start with the HTML, and to start with the basics of the HTML, guys. So this is the basic of the HTML, and let me change here to change the title of the page. So let me call it a landing page. So this is a landing page project, and as you can see, guys, now I'm going to start. But before I start, let me link the CSS file. So to link the CSS file, just do something like this, and here it is landing page .css, this one. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to start with the content of my page. So to do so, I'm going to start with the header tag. So inside the header tag, I'm going to have the navigation links. So now I'm going to declare the navigations here inside this one. And then for this navigation, inside navigation, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have an ordered list. So this is an ordered list I'm going to create, and let me start by putting the list here, and I'm going to have I'm going to have let's say maybe 4. So the first one will be for home, and this second one, let me say it is about, and the third link will be services, and this first one, let me finish with the contacts. So okay, this is all about the navigation links, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave this nav, and also below the navigation links, I'm going to include some of the heading. I'm going to start with the H1. So this one will be welcome to our landing page, and I'm going to have the simple paragraph below this one. So for that, and so guys, this is a simple, and I'm going to have the button below this one. So to add the button, there are a couple ways to add the button, but I'm going to use this simple one. So I'm going to declare a button. So this one, and I'm going to say this button will be learn more. So As you can see inside this, I'm using the header tag, but also I'm using the navigation links to put this navigation here and there. I'm going to start with the unordered list. So UL standing for unordered list, and these are the links here. As you can see, there is a anchor tag as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save this one, and let's come and land there. Let's come to this one here and open our project. You can see now this is how it look like, and this is before any styling, guys. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to provide the styling to this one. So what I'm going to do, let's come back to our code editor here, and then now I'm going to focus on the css file. So I'm going to start with the body, and then this will be applied to the whole page, and I'm going to start with the default. So I'm going to put the margin 0 as well. I'm going to put the padding 0 as well, and I'm going to declare the font family. Okay, the font family, let's say it is to this one. Okay, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to target this one, the header. So to target the header in the CSS file, it is like this one. So just say header, and we're going to start styling our header, and inside this header, I'm going to set the background. So the background color for this one, let's say it is this one. So but also I'm going to give the font color. So the font color, let's say it is white, and what I'm going to do, let's set the padding. So the padding will be, this is for all of the four sides. So if you want to declare the padding for lefty, right, or top and lefty separately, you can do. But if you declare in a single line like this, it means it is going to apply to all of the four sides. So which is top and bottom, left and right. So but also I'm going to align the text so at the center, so text align will be center, guys. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to target the nav. So as you can see here, this is the nav, and I'm going to start dealing with the nav and the unordered list here. So to do so, I'm going to start with the targeting the unordered list, the outer of the, because inside this UL unordered list tag there is the links be inside this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say there. So let's say we're going to set the list style to none, and what we are going to do next, we're going to also set the margin. Let's put our margin to 0, and as well I'm going to give the padding also 0 as well. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to target with the links inside this UL tag. So if you come here at this one here, so li tag. So to do so, just come in there. You can start with the navigation, and inside the navigations there are links. So I'm going to target those. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to display them in a I'm going to set the displays then in inline. So I want them to become horizontal. So I'm going to say let's become the online blocks, and I'm going to let's give the margin from the light 10 pixels, and this is all I finish with the links. And what I'm going to do, if you come here, you can see inside the li there is anchor tag a anchor tag. So this a stands for links. So what I'm going to do also, I'm going to style this, because if you leave this as it is going to have some of the effects, such as you can see the what it is looking like a blue color, but also you can see it is underlined. So to do so, I'm going to target this. So now I'm going to say, okay, inside the nav, I want to target the anchor tag. So to target the anchor tag is like this, and we're going to change the font color, because by default it will be blue. So now I'm going to change to white, and to remove the underline. To do so, it is by this line. We are going to say, okay, our text declaration now we are going to set it to none, and as well I'm going to change the font weight, so the boldness of the text. So The font weight, let's say it is. There are a couple of ways you can declare this. You can use also in terms of numbers. For example, you can say maybe you can say this one. You can say also greater than that, but also you can use text as at this one, what I'm using in this code. So, but also we are going to change the font size. So let's make them somehow large. So we're going to give them 80 pixels, guys. So let me save these changes here. And if you come back to refresh the page, you can see now this is how it is looking like, guys, and it is wonderful. But before styling our button, because we're going to have more than one button, so we are going to use the same styling. So stay tuned. We are going to deal with button later on. So, but now let's proceed with our let's proceed with our styling. So to do so, now what I'm going to do next, what we're going to do next, now we are going to target our HTML code. So let's come back here. This is our HTML. Now I'm going to add another section there. So and then the section will be, let me add something here below the header. So now I'm going to add another section which will be, so I'm going to add the main. So this is where I'm going to put all of the content here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have separate sections in this main. So I'm going to have start with the first section, and for the first section, what I'm going to have something like this. I'm going to declare the services we provide. So this is simple demonstration, and here I'm going to say, okay, this is about us. So let us start with our about us. So this is our about us, and I'm going to have the paragraph below this one. So let's say for demonstration, this one. Okay. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have another section. So to declare another section, let's come all the way down here, and this is another section, and this one I'm going to see to declare the services. I'm going to use the h2 tag as the header of our section. So this will be our services, and here also I'm going to use the unordered list. So it is just clear, and I'm going to have the another links here. So will be, let's say, maybe we're going to have 4 maybe. So let me say here. So this will be service 1. This one will be service 2, and then we are going to have the 2 more services. So this is in terms of demonstration, because if you create a little one, you can put the services you provide, and you can see you can customize it a lot of ways you want. So but this is kind of demonstration, so you can replace those services with the little services you want. So this is the section about our services. So what I'm going to do, let me save these changes here. I add the two services, I add the two section inside our main. So if we come back here and then refresh the page, you can see now how to look like, and this is before any styling. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to start styling this. So now we need to shift to come back to our CSS file. It is this one. So and as you can see, now what we are going to do, since we are started with the main, so we're going to start focusing on this main here, because inside the main is all the content we declare inside it. So to do so, now I'm going to say, okay, our main. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say okay, the padding to this one will be 50 pixels, and as I said earlier that if you declare a single line, then it is going to be applied to all of the four sides, left to right, top and bottom. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to declare the H2. So all of the H2 inside this job, inside this work, we are going to have these properties here, and the properties are as follows. So I'm going to say the properties is like the font size for all H2 will be 36 pixels, and as well I'm going to set the margin bottom for all of the H2, and it is going to be 20 pixels. And what I'm going to do next, I'm going to declare another properties here for all of the sections available in our page. We are going to have this, they're going to have the same characteristics of this I'm going to declare here, which is margin bottom. So the margin bottom for this one will be 50 pixels, guys. So it's amazing. And this, as you can see, if section, for example, if I want to target a certain section, you can see here I have section 1, this one, section 2. If I want to target a certain section specific, I can just declare a class to this section, or I can give it an ID so that I can target the specific class. But since I'm going to apply the same characteristics to all of this section, then I'm going to use the section as it is here. So what I'm going to do next, also I'm going to say that, okay, the UL, you can see in our section there are UL. So the UL outside this, we are going to have the, let's say for this one will be disk, and what I'm going to do next, I'm going to set the margin. So here we're going to set the margin left to this one will be 20 pixels. One thing to note is that here I declare the UL tag alone, but if you come all the way up, you can see for the navigation, we say that navigation UL, so that this properties here does not going to affect this one, because this one it is more specific that the navigation, the UL inside the navigation tag. So this will be different, guys. So what to do next after UL? So let me save these changes first, and refresh the page again. So you can see it is somehow look better. And what I'm going to do now, let me proceed with the button. So to target the button, it is too simple, sir. Since we declare the button as a button like this, so just come and target this one. So what we're going to do, I'm going to set the background to this one. So the background color, let's say it is crimson, and we're going to give the color of the text inside the button will be white. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to give the padding. So the padding to this one for top and bottom will be 10 pixels, and to left and right will be 10 pixels. So what I'm going to do also, I'm going to say that the border to this one will be none, and I'm going to set the border radius. So the border radius, let's say it is a small one, 5 pixels, and I'm going to give to include the font size. So the font size to this one, it is going to be like 18 pixels, and I'm going to, since it is a button, so let's say it is our cursor will be pointer. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to set the over effect to this button. So to do so, I'm going to say button, then so we're going to apply the over effect. So when the mouse is over the button, so we need to change the background. So our background color now will be this one. So now let me save these changes here. So after saving these changes, and if I come on the refresh the page, you can see now our button is looking much pretty, guys. And the over effect, you can see this is how it look like. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to add the another sections below this one. So to do so, let's come back to our HTML page. So What I'm going to add next, I'm going to add another section here, and this section here, let's say it is below the second section. So inside this section, I'm going to add the form. So, but before the form, let me give the header here of our form. So I'm going to say just contact us, and I'm going to inside below this, and I'm going to have I'm going to declare a form. So for this form, let me take this off. I don't want to this. I don't want this right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start declaring the things inside the form. So let me leave the space to make it more clear, and I'm going to start with the label. This one. So our label will be for name, and here will be and the name. So I'm going to have the input inside this one. So the input will be type text, and I'm going to, let's say I'm going to have the ID, then put it name, and I'm going to set this portion, it is must, so it is required, and I'm going to repeat this one. So it's just copying and duplicating it two more times, and I'm going to for this one. So the second one will be for email, and I'm going to change here as well. I'm going to change some of the things here, such as this one, and as well I'm going to change this. Okay, to this one here, I'm going to put this one as a text area. So I'm going to remove that input because it is not a text area. So let me say here. So let me take this off, and here I'm going to have the text area. So our name for this text area, let's say it is, and we're going to, let's say and let's remove this one right now. We don't want it anymore. So, and here I'm going to put this one as required. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the submit button below this one because this is a kind of form. So when someone after finishing the filling of this form, we it needed to need to be submitted. So I'm going to have the submit button here, and this submit button will be okay. Send your information. Okay, let me save these changes here. Can you see how it look like? So we're going to style this, and you're going to see the button. It is already inherited the properties from the area button. This one, initial one. So because we declare the properties of the button as a general, like this one here. So what I'm going to do right away, I'm going to style this one. So to style something like this is too simple also. So let's come to our CSS file, and now I'm going to target you can see we already finished with the button. So by adding the two sections there, there's another sections there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to target this. So let me start with the label. So for our label, we're going to have something amazing, and we're going to say, okay, for our label, just display block, and I'm going to set the margin. So the margin bottom will be, it is 10 pixels, and I'm going to set the font weight. I'm going to increase the boldness of the text, so I'm going to set to bold. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to target the input like now. So to target the input, it is too simple. Just this input and the input as well at the text area here. So for this one, I'm going to say I'm going to, let's say, padding is this one. So this is padding, and as well I'm going to, let's say, set there something like border radius, and the border radius will be a small one, like 5 pixels in there. Now our border will be none, and let's give it a width of 100% maybe to cover the whole width. So it will be 100%, and I'm going to, our margin bottom will be 20 pixels, guys. So now let's proceed with styling of our form. So what I'm going to target now, I'm going to target the focus. So to do so, to target the input and the text area focus, it is too simple also. So I'm going to say, okay, input, and as well I'm going to do the same for our text area, here. Okay, for this one, what we're going to do, I'm going to set the outline to none, as well as I'm going to give it a box shadow. So our box shadow will be, let's say it is, and the color to this one will be, okay. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to save these changes, as you can see here, and let's come back and refresh this page. So now you can see this is how it look like. So but you need to make it more amazing. So what if you want to make it full appear, this one, what you need to do, just come to this one here. If you take this off, maybe here, and you save these changes, and I come back here, and you can see. So if you want to make something like this, you can do by just replacing the border, border declaration, that into the input, and the text area into the CSS file, guys. So now I'm going to finish with the footer to our CSS, to our page. So it is too simple to deal with footer, and let's come back to our this one HTML file, and I'm going to I'm going to be out of main. So this is our main. Let me come all the way, and I'm going to say footer, and then inside this footer, I'm going to have something like a copyright, and I'm going to put it in a paragraph. So will be, so this is how you can declare a copyright, and I'm going to say that this it is 2023, and then I'm going to say a landing page. So a landing page, and let's say maybe, all right, please save this. So up to here, I hope this sound good enough, guys, and add some value to you guys. So let's save this one, and if you refresh the page here, you can see this one. So let me finish with the simple styling of this one, and it is too simple to style like something like this. So if you come to our CSS file all the way to target our footer, it is too simple. So just say it is footer, and So I'm going to say the background color to this one will be this, and I'm going to say that the text color will be white, and I'm going to say the padding will be 20 pixels, and I'm going to text align center, now let me save these changes. Okay, this is how it look like, guys, and up to here reaching the end of this video, guys, and I hope this video had some value to you guys. So if so, then drop your like to this video and subscribe to this channel for more and more valuable content, guys. With no further ado, guys, let me say this is all about this video for today. Thank you for this one, and I will see you in the next wonderful coming video, guys. So let me see you there.